Although I've never worked in swans, we've been on the river for over 150 years. I was born and brought up within the sight and sounds of the yard. When I left the school, you had two options, shipyard or coal mine. I chose to be a motor mechanic. I've seen some fantastic sights as ships are launched. It's now 2010 and the river has just had a visit from HMS Ark Royal, 25 years after her launch. I was down at the yard when they laid her keel. The Ark is as famous as the Mauretania, another famous swan ship built in 1907. In its day, the most luxurious liner afloat. She held the blue ribbon for the fastest crossing from the UK to the USA for over 20 years. When they said the cranes and all equipment were going to India, I thought to myself, I must capture this for future generations to see what was once on this spot, and I captured nearly everything. If I was away, my friends done it for me. At the time it was said it would take 6 months to do the job. In fact, it took over 3 years. Everything was loaded onto a floating dock, which was then loaded onto the heavy lift vessel, the Osprey. I don't think there's anyone alive connected with the sea that has not heard of Swan Hunters shipbuilders and would hear the words, swans to close. At the time of the announcement of its closing after 150 years, nothing seemed to be happening like the previous SOS campaign, meaning Save Our Swans. My friends and I, who captured the cranes coming down, are known as the Swan Snappers. We were invited by the Discovery Museum to help them prepare an exhibition all about swans, to be called Swans of the Tyne. It was an enormous task, as the museum has all of Swan's archives about ships, submarines, floating docks, built at their yards on the three rivers, the Tyne, Tees and the Wear. At the moment they'll make a film and all the equipment is being stored in the yard that once built ships.